Hi, my name is Jamil Rawls, and this is a free course on organized harassment. Now, I'm in Muskegon, Michigan, downtown Muskegon, near the YMCA. This is a trail right here leading back to the woods. What I've noticed is my level of targeting from organized harassment has gone down quite a bit. That's very nice. But right now, what I'm looking to do is film any type of assignment, an individual doing an assignment on me, or perhaps individual maybe told some disinformation, individual could be bribed or whatever to follow me, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be something very simple like brightening or color coding. As you can see, it's very peaceful down here. There's nobody. There's a factory right there. I remember there used to be a time where I couldn't even be right here without different individuals on foot doing assignments, different types of cars. So it's gone down quite a bit. Now, one thing I look for is groups. Usually they'll be like what you consider a handler. A handler is somebody who will appoint, other people under them. They'll have 2 or 3 people operating with them. The individual will tell them what to do, what to act like. There may be street theater involved. It could be strange. It could be 2 individuals faking an argument. It could be individuals faking a fight. It could be like a strange love scene, like 2 people kissing or whatever. That's the more difficult stuff to prove, because each individual who gets targeted, it really is involved in the psychology of the person, like how they feel it's going to distract the person for whatever reason. It may not be a distraction at all. I may not observe it as a distraction, but it's just something they're doing. These people do routines. They want to keep their stuff going. They want to keep these little bribes and whatnot going, and they want to keep their network alive, so to speak. So you see how there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. I'm walking. There's no people. There's no cars. There's nothing. See, I'm gaining a moment of peace right now. It's almost as if I'm not even being targeted. Very peaceful feeling. So you see the lake. I'm going to turn this camera to the side for a second so I can get a much wider view. Okay, you see that boat right there? Now, there's some sort of machine work, like farming equipment or factory equipment, vehicle approaching. They may just be doing some general work down here. I remember they used to have boats and stuff and all kinds of stuff out here participating in these strange assignments. And the really funny part is nobody will know each other. None of the people doing the assignments will really know each other, or if they do know each other, they won't really be aware of the overall network that it's being involved. Look, so I'm on the street. I'm on a sidewalk. I'm walking. I'm approaching this machinery that's in my way. Am I going to interpret this as some sort of obstacle, some sort of, gang stalking, some sort of pattern? Could it be interpreted like that? It's just a boat, people. The colors really don't mean too much to me. Green, yellow, black. These are just average, everyday colors. They're not in patterns. They're not in patterns. So there appears. And look, it's just funny. Just when I began walking up here, this equipment they just pulled it in right as soon as I started walking up here, and the guy just ran to his boat. So it could be like a thing where they were waiting for me to come, or it could just be by chance. I guess I'll leave that for the viewer. That guy's wearing black and white or something, and they're on the boats. I'm filming them. I'm filming them. I'm filming them. Hey, what's going on, man? Pretty good, yourself?
Yeah.
So, alright, so you see the normal boat dock. See, that's one of the good things when you're going through organized harassment. organized, what do you call it, community. The individual that ran by with the dog, you see how he was very polite. He didn't even appear to be doing an assignment. He may have. He had a little brown dog. Now, the psychology, from what I've observed overall, from past experiences of organized, look, color coding. Look, color coding. Red, red, and black. Red, red, and black. Look at this. This is a rare good good video capture of a potential assignment. And I'm just gonna wave, be kind. Hey, how you doing? Right.
I haven't seen that score.
Okay, you see, that's part of my whole technique. Is you always want to be optimistic, positive, charitable, upstanding, kind. You want to follow the basic principles of brotherhood, across the world. No matter what religion you encounter, no matter what nationality you encounter, no matter who you encounter, if you carry certain characters and certain principles, people will honor that no matter what their intentions are. Now, nevertheless, they were carrying out an assignment. The black, the red, color coding right on film. But you see how I networked through that and embraced those individuals, and they continued on. There wasn't a strange interaction of me saying, they're stalking me, I'm angry at them. And you will see some individuals out yelling at these people. You will see some individuals out calling the police and whatnot. And that's when you get classified as being paranoid or strange. And that's what thousands of people are going through across the country in similar experiences. Now, I've been going through for over 2 years. Now I'm gonna go back. See, nothing happening. So this was the obstacle. This was the obstacle that I got into. Was I was walking, and they pulled this tractor equipment, this farming equipment, and industrial equipment, whatever you want to call it. And they had the boat. They had everything. They had the equipment, the boat. Then they had the guy with the dog. That might be symbolic of something. The little dog. There was like these, I don't mean to focus back on old distractions in my life, but I went through a phase where there was these weird, strange people that lived near me, and they had these weird interracial porn theme, crazy assignment stuff going on with dogs and some strange younger woman. And so it could be symbolic of that. They could be saying, Jamil, we want you to refocus on this old distraction. We want to bring this back to you and see what it means. Now you see how they're removing the tractor equipment. And you got the guy out there wearing see? When I showed up, the tractor equipment showed up, the boat was already there. I went through the obstacle, the color coding came in, the red, and black came in, the guy with the dog came in, and I went through the obstacle, waved at the people doing the color code assignment, embraced them to some degree, and I've moved on. And now I'm explaining the assignment. I'm explaining what I perceive to be the assignment. So again, the dog might not have anything to do with it. That could be an exaggeration on my part to some degree. I want people to analyze this, and you can write me back. Let me know. You watch my DVD. Now look. Look. He got the cool assignment. Look. He got the cool assignment. Look. Look, he got the cool assignment. That's strange. He's standing up wearing black. You got the boat. You got the guy, the farming equipment pulling the boat back. All that happened when I showed up. Now, if I was to go to a really elaborate type of setting, like a corporate office or something, it would be similar types of stuff. I would be a little bit restricted because I couldn't really bring I couldn't really get too much on film. Like if I went to the Capitol building, or if I was actually, you'd have to be invited to go into a place like the White House. But it would be similar types of stuff if those individuals decided to go along and be recruited to do the assignments. If it's up to them. They have to accept the assignment for it to be done. But so the dog was a part of it. It could be. That's negotiable, I think. I think a lot of people who aren't familiar with me and familiar with the obstacles and the harassment that I've gone through, that intended for psychological and spiritual purposes from these people. Psychological, to say the least. Not physical because nobody pushed me, but it gets quasi-physical because when you walk up, there's these, you got to walk around this stuff. So there is some physicality at play to some degree. This stuff can slow you down physically throughout your day. But you see, it's all gone now. It's all gone. So I walk up, the boat, farming equipment, the dog, The color coding. The color coding was the most spectacular part, I feel. You know, that really let me know overall that this was an assignment. Had the color coding not come in with the two red and black shirts, you would have left me kind of mystified a little bit of as to was it assignment or was it not. That was the signature on it. That was what I needed to see. So I'm moving on now, and the black and red will come up with cars. It might be more individual. See, I'm on a trail. They have to change their approach and their strategy. If I was to go out into, you know, hiking into the woods, it would get really creative. It'd be camping and all sorts of cool stuff. You know, they'd probably bring in different types of women. They'd probably do all sorts of interesting stuff as a means to distract me, but the caliber of the people doing assignments would go up. And that's part of my strategy. That's all part of my strategy. Is now if I go over into the projects, you're gonna have, you know, I go to my cousin's house or something like that, you know, you might have somebody sitting there, you know, they might be sitting there selling dope, but they're still gonna be doing their assignments as they sell dope. Now if I go down to a place where I'm hiking and I'm camping, you know, there's gonna be people out there feeding their children, you know, throwing the frisbee, throwing volleyballs and stuff like that. They're gonna be doing the assignment. The assignments are still gonna be going on, but the individuals you're gonna come across and individuals you're gonna meet vary from locale to locale. So we're moving on. This is a nice, I love this sort of setting right here. It reminds me of movies. Reminds me of like one of those early 80s movies when you're in the alley somewhere, or somewhere, late 70s movies, or have you whatnot. Kind of like a Nightmare on Elm Street type feeling, you know, where the guy's in the alley, hey Nancy, you know, it's kind of like that. Like, who's gonna pop out down here? Who's gonna pop out down here? Who's gonna pop out down? See? Now, this is all part of my course. See, leave them with an expression of kindness, and you know, be standing right with them. If they ask you for directions, or maybe if they ask me for a cigarette or something, or they want some sort of knowledge, you know, to know what time it was or whatever, you know, that's where the charitable character comes in at. And that's when I can embrace them and give them education on, perhaps they've been approached with some sort of disinformation about me. Those guys, I don't think they did. I don't think it went that deep with them. I think they were just asked, for whatever reason, to ride by and do that. It was pretty cool. Okay, these buildings. See, now me, you know, my great-grandmother, my grandfather, even my mother, for a period, they all lived down here by the lake. So this is an area I'm very familiar with. I've been frequenting it all my life, off and on. Now you see here, see, look at those cars, red, black, and white. Could that be by chance? It could be, but it might not be. It might have been parked there specifically to carry out the assignment. That's the strange part about this stuff, is it's so psychological. When you really get into it, it's difficult for people to accept it who've never heard of it before. Why would people be parking red, white, and black cars right there specifically for you? What you know, what's going? Why would that be being done? See, I missed it. It was a school bus and some other cars. Yeah, and down here you get the really nice cars. You know, these guys, this is the boat dock right here. A lot of these people are retired, going off, you know, these big pensions and stuff, nice houses, nice people, very friendly people, you know? You wave at them, you be kind to them. If you ever spark up a conversation with them, they may say something insightful to you. You never know, they may know more about you than you think. They may have a bit of insightfulness for you in some sort of way. Just because somebody knows that you're under some sort of form of organized harassment doesn't mean that they might not be helpful to you. You gotta keep your perspectives going. So the black and the red cars parked back there, the black and the red cars parked back there, if that wasn't there specifically as part of an assignment, and who knows how that assignment would play out. The people doing it might not really be aware there was an assignment. They were just told to do it. Nevertheless, at some level it was an assignment. Or it could be a form of sensitization where it was by chance and they knew those cars were parked there like that. And so they put the red and black shirts in there. So when I come along, I'm gonna see the cars and automatically think it's a part of it. Or it could have just been part of it, or it could just be coincidence. You never know. But I've been going through this stuff for over 2 years, so I'm pretty keen on observing stuff. A lot of people jump in on that sensitization stuff. Very rarely will something be so obvious that will be sensitization. It all depends. It all depends. Okay, the railroad tracks. The railroad tracks. All right. There's no cars coming. Look, yacht club, Lakeshore Yacht Harbor. Now you got a really nice class of people who come down here from Chicago now and again. Chicago's a lot of the guys who own real estate in West Michigan are actually from Chicago, and they do very well in real estate. And they come down here and they hang out, they mingle with the locals, they're all friends and stuff. Sometimes they got these big expensive yachts. And, okay, now look, I'm walking, look, a man approaching on a bicycle with black and red checkered shirt, an older gentleman. And so, this could be an assignment, it could not. How you doing, sir? So, it's kind of funny. Earlier I was talking about Freddy Krueger. You remember that on the film Freddy Krueger had a red slashed shirt, red stripes going across it. Robert Englund, the actor who played Freddy Krueger, when he went into work, when he got in his character, that's one thing he had to wear. So black and red. So you see, now that was an older gentleman. Oftentimes I have routinely spoke about it's older gentlemen who have influence, who have power in the world. That could be a sense of mimicking. The older man with the obvious white beard, the black and red checkered shirt. Are they mimicking? Was that a form of mimicking? The old man with the black and red. That could be an obvious form of mimicking. For the individuals, learning from my course, a lot of things got to be explained because it applies to me, why some individuals, why they use certain individuals and don't use certain individuals. So somebody may have heard me watch one of my YouTube videos in the past, or heard me speaking on the phone or whatever, and they know that I tend to speak about older men having influence and power, and so that might have been part of the mimicking strategy. And there's people out there who have, I believe, have notes, what can we use, what can we not use, who does Jamil know, who does Jamil not know. It's better for them to use people or use concepts, or use situations that I'm familiar with. It makes the harassment that more personable, it makes it more hands-on. Hey, this is something you're familiar with, and we're putting the color coding on it. Now we're trying to get into, we're really trying to get some real estate into your mind, Now, if I'm to go out and spend time, with some girls that I know, they might find somebody that looks like them, or try to use somebody, or try to use them personally to do. Now look. What comes next? Okay, now we're sitting here. Everything is really going smooth down here. There's an individual. Now this may not be an assignment. It may not, or it may. I gotta keep an open mind. I can't automatically assume it's an assignment. Hello, sir. I'm not sure if that's an assignment or not. Hello. I'm not so sure that's an assignment. I really can't. I get the feeling that was just by chance. And it probably was. This is really nice. This area right here reminds me of the Laurel Canyon area in Los Angeles. Now, have you ever been to the Laurel Canyon area in Los Angeles? When you get in there, it looks nothing like Los Angeles. It's all woody, woods and hills, and you would think perhaps you were in Michigan. I was in the Laurel Canyon area many times, and it looks just like Michigan. When you get back there, nothing but woods and trees and hills, And this looks just like the Laurel Canyon area. How these houses are built, older fashioned, no fences and stuff. This is just how it is over there. That's why I love coming back here. I love the Laurel Canyon area. Very famous area from the 1960s. You know, rock bands and you know, a lot of the gurus and whatnot that came out of there. This sort of reminds me of that to some level or another. So I'm here right now. Perhaps they might do a mimicking of that. Just because I said Laurel Canyon just now on the phone, I know I'm in the knowledge that my phone picks up on audio, and individuals may be listening to me through the audio intake on my phone and be looking to apply what I just said in an assignment in real time. That happens. This is why a lot of people will automatically assume, people, you know, target individuals will often say, they're reading my mind. No one's reading your mind. You're in a whole new era, and you don't have to be talking on the phone for people to listen to you. They can listen to you when you're talking around your phone. So I'm trying to show people nobody's reading anybody's mind. It's just technological availabilities that some of these harassment network workers can utilize. You know, they pick this material, they have apps on their phone that can do it, or they have other means through technology to do it, and they reflect it back to you. You know? That's all that is. Okay. This is a beautiful day. Look at the sun. This is really nice. This is really nice. And for people who don't know, I just got out of jail recently after 7.5 months. I got caught up in a harassment scam, and I went to jail for something I just did not do, or the facts of it were greatly twisted around as some sort of character assassination, some sort of way to discredit me from educating people on what was happening around me when I was on YouTube. So for me, being down here and enjoying the sunlight and the water is very important to me right now, because I was just in jail for 7 months. So, all right. Got to keep in mind there's a lot of unsavory people out there behind these harassment campaigns. The gentlemen that were driving by me on the bicycles, you notice how they were very nice, and I embrace them very nice. It doesn't mean everybody you come across is going to be nice. Some people are more deep into this stuff, and you got sick individuals who are affiliated with this stuff. You know, just like you have sick individuals in law enforcement, you have really good upstanding individuals in law enforcement. It goes both ways. Everything goes both ways. You got good people everywhere in all branches of work and different sorts of things who are nice people, who are helpful, and they do their work. And then you got people out there who have a very nefarious agenda, or they really don't have an agenda at all. They're just sick people who feel that they have some sort of credibility. They feel they have some sort of purpose that, you know, really isn't there. They're you know, they try to make sense out of what they do to themselves. You know, they try to make sense for themselves what they're doing, and you can't make sense out of it. They're just sick people harassing people. All right, so this is beautiful right here. Look at this house. Again, that reminds me of over in the Laurel Canyon area. Man, it's a beautiful house. Look how the stairs go up right there. That's really nice. Now you got the railroad tracks right here. There used to be a paper mill down here. They tore it down. They claim they tore it down because they wanted tourists to come in. The smell was bothering people. I often think, how much money did they make from all that scrap metal? You know, they got a lot of money out of that. So this was never a tourist area. Muskegon was never a tourist place. recently has become a tourist attraction. You get all kinds of guys who ride motorcycles coming out here, and all kinds of people, for one reason or another, they just want to come to Muskegon. It used to be mainly, you heard of people coming to Grand Haven. Now people want to come to Muskegon. That's interesting. A lot of people in Muskegon want to get away from Muskegon, but for some reason people who've never been here like it here. And there's a lot of beautiful scenery here. You really can't, come down here, get yourself a nice hotel, bring your family and your children to the beach, relax, enjoy yourself, and take some pictures and whatnot, meet some new people, and go back home. Everything will be all right. It is a nice place to come to. All right. So, all right. Now, nothing occurring. Nothing occurring. Really. See, there's nothing. It's a really nice feeling. Before, I couldn't have been able to be out here like this. It would have been way more people, way more stuff. But at the time, see, again, months ago, I think I was a little bit more stressed out. I was carrying a lot of stuff. I was on the internet saying I beat gang stalking. I had people trying to put my courses down and put my help down. And I had these weird people following me all over my neighborhood when I was outside jump roping all the time. And it was really off the wall stuff. But things have changed. Things have changed for the better. All right, now. All right, so I guess what I'm looking for right here is some sort of other color coding assignment, or possibly something about a mimicking, or I'm just looking to expand on my courses. I don't like to keep the camera rolling if there's nothing really too popular to show anybody. But I learned you might as well keep it going. You might as well just keep it rolling. My camera's sort of like a witness to what I'm going through. It's technology, but it's a witness. It's a witness to the achievements of the courses that are coming. Okay, so they redid this whole area back here. Years ago, this was all woods. Everything you were seeing was woods. There was no companies, no factories. This was many, many years ago. Everything was woods back here. And they came in, they built houses on the side, they built factories and stuff on the side, commercial use. And then they redid this trail, enhanced the ecosystem a little bit, did some good things. They got like rare fish and all that stuff back here. People come back here and feed the dogs. It looks pretty nice. See the fencing right there? This all used to be a big, back in World War II, not specifically this area that I'm walking through right now, but Muskegon in World War II did a lot of work. They created a lot of parts, maintenanced a lot of parts. Muskegon was intimately involved in World War II in depth. And even after World War II ended, there was even prisoners of war from Europe brought back here to work the salary farm off Getty Street. You had actual Nazis working in salary farms in Muskegon back in the end of World War II. A lot of people don't know that. There's actually a man from Muskegon, Michigan, who was captured by the Nazis and held, and he escaped the Nazis. Then he went over into the Soviet Union and was fighting the Nazis over there. And he has a lot of awards. Coming because of that. Now look, there's an individual coming. Look, a young African-American man, it appears, or Hispanic or something. Oh no, it's the same man. It's the same man. Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much, you?
Oh, no, just hanging out.
Getting video things right going around.
Oh yeah.
See you doing the boat earlier.
Oh yeah. So that in fact may have been an assignment or not. From a ways back, he looked like he had somewhat like an afro or something like that. And I was thinking, they're really trying to mix it up. They're trying to bring back some sort of strange assignment, perhaps some sort of weird, strange assignment connected to some weird, strange, sick interracial porn people that you know, some weird stuff that I had went through back in the summer of 2016. Now, I'm going to take this camera after a while and, in fact, go over into the ghetto, go over into the hood, and take you into the hood and see if we can get some strange stuff on tape. Go over some friends' houses and stuff, and go ride around, you know, hang out a little bit, and show you the different, what's going on differently. That's one of the things I've been blessed by, is I can just kind of transcend and go over into different areas and show all kinds of different interesting stuff on film, like organized community-based harassment campaigns. All right, so now look at those sand hills. You know what? That sand or dirt or gravel, but it's beautiful, isn't it? Just looking at it reminds me of the mountains. See, in Michigan, everything is flat. It's all cornfields and woods. You know, when you go out west, people navigate by the mountains. And you don't see any mountains here. That's why I love going out to the desert and whatnot. The mountains out there run, you know, I think unilateral is how you say it. They only run up and down through the coast. And you can sort of navigate off the mountains. Here, there is no mountain. You only have these. So when you see stuff like that, it just looks fascinating because you're not used to seeing it. There may be mountains way further up north. I take that back. When you get up into the upper peninsula, there may in fact be mountains, but none down here. Just like you got wolves and bears. Oh my, lions. People color coding. Oh my. Okay, look. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. This is explaining Lakeshore. See? It's all kinds. See how I got the hat, you know, butterflies and all that stuff? Isn't that cool? I don't got time to sit here and read it, but you can pause the video perhaps and read it. Now, okay, now. Look at this. What's this? A rose garden. Very beautiful. This area is dedicated to the deceased members of the Muskegon High School class of 1966 or 1967. Wow, 1967. You know, that was a really interesting year historically. 1967. You know, that's one. I think when I look into the 60s, that's one of my favorite years. Between perhaps 66 and 69 or 67. 67 to 69 is when a lot of action happened in the 60s. That's when things got really turbulent. It's really interesting. I meet a lot of people who grew up in the 60s and they were there, they went through it, they experienced it, but very few individuals really know what was really happening behind, the real explanation of events that happened back in the 60s. A lot of individuals just don't know. There are some who were there who do know. There's a lot who don't know. But I think their experiences were still unique. They were there. Now I've grown up in the 90s. I was born in '85. I grew up in the 90s, and you know, sort of like a cyber purgatory with all these computers and all this stuff. And, you know, people really didn't know who they were or what. You know, the identity changed a lot for individuals. Family units changed a lot across the country. A lot of strange stuff. Going back to 90s, that's I think when gang stalking really came in. People, it was going on in the 80s, but in the 90s is when people started talking about it on blogs and have you whatnot. You know, and going up to the 2000s, then you got people like Jamil Rawls coming in talking about gang stalking. Okay, all right. So anybody on the East Coast or overseas watching this, or no matter what area of the country or whatnot, Canada, Mexico, this is a nice area. It's nice out. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Won't have many more of these.
Oh no, not too many more. So you see, it's a nice man running with a dog, and you know, responsible and respectful, kind. You know, his dog was friendly, so it lets you know a little bit about his personality. You see, most of the people doing these assignments are nice people. That may have not have been in this. I don't know. I'm not really, or it could have been. Who knows? I think it was the way it was timed when I first walked onto the lake. But he doesn't seem to be one of those strange people that are really deep into it. He just, you know, a guy who probably doesn't know much about anything, who, for whatever purpose, he was asked to run with his dog. Okay, now, look at that. What? You know, on a perfect day, I visualize myself coming across individuals who can explain more to me about these harassment campaigns. On the perfect day, I just visualize myself going through here, speaking to individuals, you know, on fire. Because of the things that happen in the area, I'm not too active right now. I'm not out passing out flyers and speaking to people intimately. My YouTube channel is no longer online. This is sort of a period of my life where I'm setting back, you know, just filming, just recording, coming up with my courses for people. This is just sort of a period right now where I'm just sort of relaxing and letting the energy quiet down a little bit after a lot of things, unfortunate things, transpired in my life. You know, unfortunate things, unfortunate people following me and coming around me. Now I'm able to get back to my center, get more spiritual, hopefully meet some good people, you know, and have some good people write me, talk about my courses. All right, so everything's cool right now. See, everything's, there's no lights even on the houses. That house, no lights. Things have quieted down. If I had walked through here a year ago or 6 months ago, the lights would have been everywhere. So this is a sign. See, black and red car. Is that by chance? It could be. The color coding is still rolling. This is a sign saying Jamil. Oh, there's a police car right there. It didn't look like they were doing an assignment though, but they were driving by. Everybody can do an assignment. A police officer, a paramedic, anybody. I think this is a sign. I think that this was a sign saying, Jamil, you've taken down a lot of content that we were very unhappy about, and you're laying back. And so so things have quieted down. And so I'm gonna go with the flow on that. I'm quieting down myself quite a bit and just enjoying this moment of silence. Enjoying this peaceful part of my life. Perhaps the best part of my life. Okay, so what are we seeing? Nothing. No cars coming and going. It's very peaceful. It's very peaceful. Gotta be thankful for that. You know, take a moment of thankfulness for that. Okay. Alright. So do I continue or do I go to the street? We're gonna go to the street where look red, black. Now there is a strange, these people, there is a group, they're very little, there's not that many of them. There's only a few of them, but they are strange, sick people. And I don't want them anywhere near me for whatever reason. And they continuously follow me, so I'm gonna try to catch them on videotape if I see them. Look, was that a dog in the car? Did you see that? Okay, a dog, my African-American man, a woman in a blue car. Okay, now we're gonna, this is a really nice area downtown, isn't it? This is a really nice area downtown. Look, two women in a car. What do they want? One of them got their head. Oh, that wasn't. I should have filmed it. It wasn't an assignment. It wasn't. Okay, now I'm going back. Now this is downtown Muskegon. You see, a car with the brights following me with the lights. Hey, how you doing? Older woman, and she waved back. See? She waved back. That's how important my routine is. If somebody is doing an assignment, remain polite, remain respectful, be upstanding, and if possible, be charitable if they ask me for anything. Let them know all is well. All is well. Okay. Alright. Look, a big red van and Coca-Cola van. I've never seen one of those before. That's interesting. Assignments. A car with the lights on. Now, a lot of people who aren't aware of the brightening techniques, they're gonna say, well, these car lights come on automatically. A lot of them will come on automatically, but parking lots and brights, things like that, don't come on automatically. A lot of these cars are older. See, the Mack truck didn't have his lights on. But was he still doing an assignment? We'll never know. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna